Hi, I'm an alcoholic and my name is Paul. I'm just going to show you very quickly some of the basics in Zoom, some things that you'll want to know for our Area 79 quarterly. In the bottom left, you have the ability to mute and unmute yourself just by touching that icon. It's good practice to leave yourself unmuted if you're not sharing. Your video can be turned off and on by touching this button here. Again, it's good practice to leave your video off if you're going to be moving around a lot and you don't want to distract other people in the meeting. The other main feature we use in Zoom is this participants panel. It's already open. If I touch it, it'll close. And if I touch it again or click it, it'll open. We see a list of all the people in the meeting with us. During one of our quarterlies or assemblies, you might see a couple hundred people there. We actually use this panel for a different purpose. It's to raise hand. So if I'm just going to resize that a little bit, if I click the raise hand button, you'll see that a little blue hand appears to indicate that I want to speak. Sometimes we use this button to get a sense of the room. So again, we click participants to open the participants panel, and that's where we find the raise hand button. We also find the yes no buttons. You may be asked to vote yes or no on something to get a sense of the room or to do an informal vote that isn't a poll. The chat feature also appears here on the right. If I click chat, it'll open up and you can see I've sent myself some test messages. If chat isn't open and you receive a test, it'll look like this. I'm just going to send myself one. And we see down here a little one appeared, and sometimes you'll see a pop-up of what that message was. If I click chat, it'll show that I've just received a test. And we can respond to either everyone, which we often will disable. It's not good practice to blast a message to everybody in the room. It'd be best to choose an individual. You might actually choose a Zoom operator to say, I need some help, or I have a point of order to make. We'll explain who to send your messages to, but you should know that the chat is here. It appears on the right, and you can send your message just by typing and hitting enter. So I wanted you to know about mute and unmute, starting and stopping your video, the participants panel where you see who's in the meeting and you can raise hand or vote yes or no, and the chat feature to send a message to a Zoom operator or your host to let them know you've got a problem or you have a point of order and so on. Like I said, it was going to be fast. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the meeting.